Oh my god. No. Let's all have a moment of silence for the rune. for the 500,000 mana that this guy probably spent to upgrade a 1-star rune to plus 15. I can't even begin. Oh my god. That's torture. That's torture. Who took this screenshot? This is not my screenshot. Oh, I think it's my guildmate. Must be. I'm like, I don't have fucking leg Maron. What the hell? That rune, though. That rune. What's up, everybody? Today we're going to go over some runes. We're going to show you what you should be working on and what you should be not working on too much. Okay. So, of course, when you initially get runes... Let's go here. When you initially get runes... you don't know what substats are going to go up, right? But let's say here's let's find a swift rune, right? Here we go. I don't know if defense is going to go up. I don't know if HP is going to go up. So let's power this up a couple times, and it only takes what, 500 and then 750 and then 1,000, or no? What was that? 500, 950, and well, it depends on the runes. It depends on the runes. But let's say, okay, maybe I want HP to go up, I guess, or maybe I want defense to go up. We'll see what it is here. Okay, so defense went up. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. For swift accuracy, maybe I could put that on a griffin or something like that. It's got resistance, defense, HP. That's not the worst rune in the world, right? But it doesn't take that much. It's okay to roll the dice and see what happens on runes with multiple substats. You can also have, let's see, what is this here? Like, for example, I probably shouldn't have done this. This is flat defense, flat attack. Maybe I initially thought the speed was going to go up, but apparently it did not. Apparently it did not. So maybe I had that on something like Megan in the first place. But yeah, it's okay to +3 on basically almost anything. Almost anything, unless you know it's like, oh, this is shit. This is shit right off the bat. Never plus anything. I mean, even on baby accounts. Even on, like, you're like, well, I'm a new player. Like, this is really a video for new players. If you're not a new player, why are you watching this? You already know. You already know everything I'm going to go over in this video. So, so yeah. 1-star runes, 2-star runes, 3-star runes. 3-star runes I'll maybe do +3 on if I'm like right in the beginning of the game, like if I'm totally noob account, right? I'll do +3 account, and I'll just try. It's more important to get sets of runes, right? When you're first starting off, because you're gonna have shit runes anyway. When you get further along into the game, you're like, well, I don't know what to +15 on, or what to +12 on, or +9 on, or like not even worry about it. The only things that I really suggest bringing up to +15 are, if you are going to use, they must be 5 and 6 star. Must be 5 and 6 star runes. If you're going to use them in end game, like forever, then you +15 on them. Like, if they're going to stay on that monster forever, +15. If they are going to stay on that monster for several months, +12. If they're going to stay on that monster for a couple weeks, +9. If they're going to stay on that monster for a couple days, +6. So maybe that gives you a better understanding of what to do plus this and that on. There are some monsters that not some monsters, some runes that I never ever. Oh, I got Huahi up to max level. Nice. I didn't even notice that. Did I notice that? I think I accidentally did that. All right. So there's some runes that I have no intention. Lucian, one of my main monsters, right? I have no intention of spending like 1 to 2 mana. 1 to 2 mana would be nothing. 1 to 2 million mana to upgrade this to +15. Yeah, it's gonna be, of course, we're gonna get that. What is it? An extra 8 attack. I'm really not too worried about an extra 8 attack to spend 13,000. And look at this. It's not gonna go up at all. It's gonna take like forever to make it go up. So So yeah, not slot 1, not slot 3, and actually I could get a better rune on that. I get a better rune on that because Lucian is my nuker. That one's good. That one's good. This one's good. But yeah, these are not, no intention of plus 15 on them at all. And if they were a 1-star rune, oh my god, oh that's scary. Ugh. Ugh, I wouldn't even in beginning game, like the only 1-star runes I will ever put on a monster is if, you know, when you're in the tutorial and it's like, oh, equip this rune. That's the only time. Aside from that, I will use them with no runes. I will use them with no fucking runes rather than waste my time putting 1-star runes on there and trying to make set effects. No, I could be spending that time grinding, right? So don't even bother putting 1-star, 2-star runes on your monsters, or even 3 stars. 3 stars, like, if you're level 10, put 3-star runes on your monsters. If you're beyond level 10, fuck 3-star runes. Fuck them right in the ass. 4-star runes. Okay, so I think I have 4-star runes on some of my monsters. When do I put 4-star runes on my monsters? Well, when they have pretty badass substats. This is okay. So this could be a better rune. This is also really, guard is not the greatest set for him because he's going to get defense broken already. So this is not a good set for him. But I think I put the guard on here for this, which is still not the best rune ever. So I really need to replace that and make Vermal stronger. But I think that's why I did it. Put the guard set on there. But this, okay, look at the substats. We have resistance. We have a little tiny bit of speed. We have HP, resistance, and defense, which is nice. I like the resistance high because I don't want him to get defense broken all the time. If he gets defense broken by Perna, or if he gets defense broken by Perna, that would be something to see. If he gets defense broken by a Darien or a Bella or something like that, then it's going to be, then Perna or whoever's the attackers are going to go after him instead of, like, let's say if I'm fighting a Perna in the arena, I want her to hit Ramagos, for example. So it's not going to hit Ramagos, it's going to hit him, he's going to die, and then I'm going to be like, ah, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. So yeah. And this actually has to go. I probably shouldn't have plus 12'd on this either. I probably should have plus 9. But I think I was like trying to find something decent. But yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at let's not take a look at, well, let's take a look at something in a second. But yeah, that's basically how I would rate runes, like to do plus on them. If you have, for example, a vanilla rune is no substats, like let's say a slot 2 speed primary stat. I really would not suggest plus 15 to that because that's not going to stay on your monster. You're going to get something better eventually. So vanilla runes that are naturally vanilla, even if they're 6-star, I would not suggest making those plus 15. I would suggest maybe making them plus 12, usually making them like plus 9, but you're gonna, it's just so much more beneficial to get a 5-star legendary rune with like 3 or 4, or I guess 4 substats would be a legendary rune, but a really nice 5-star with multiple substats than a 6-star vanilla. So I would every day choose the one with the multiple substats. So let's see if we get anything good here. Let's take a look at some of these runes. Okay. This rune, crit damage, plus 4%. Pass. Vanilla rune, 3-star. No way would I ever spend money on that. Okay. This is a vanilla rune for slot 3. I want all my, even if they're 4 stars, I would rather have a 4-star rune with substats, because your primary stat on your slot 1, 3, and 5 are really not going to be, that's not why they're there. They're not there for the primary stat. They're always going to be flat. You really need multiple substats. That's what I look for in those runes. So, and they're more versatile, the 1, 3, and 5s. So 1, 3, and 5 runes can actually do pretty well for you. Okay, we have resistance plus 2. This is a 2-star rune, wouldn't bother at all. Defense, accuracy, defense, speed. Okay, let's say this was for example a 6-star rune. Would this be a good rune, a blade rune? Okay, well, if it was a 6-star rune, the accuracy percentage would be like 6, defense percentage would be like 6, speed would be like plus 5, something like that. This would not be too much of a bad rune, because you have Blade, you have Accuracy, you have Speed, that would maybe be good for Rakshasa, let's say. So that might be nice for Rakshasa. That might be nice for maybe Tyron, have Accuracy and have Speed on there, something like that. Also could be good for like the Arya, the light Succubus would also be a good rune for her, because she's going to be she'll crit when she's when the enemy's asleep. With her second skill, she'll crit. So having crit damage, that's one of the monsters that you want to spare with crit damage on slot 4 for. Even though it's like a weird, like, where am I going to use this? That would be a good monster to use that for, because she's got the AOE. She can stun and sleep and all that fun stuff. And she'll also do she'll do critical damage. So if you have higher critical damage, it would be nice for her. But this rune, if it was a 6-star or a 5-star with better substats, like if these were projected higher, because naturally they would be higher if it was a 5-star rune, then this would be a pretty decent rune. Alright, so what do we have here? HP 2, like let's say if this was a 6-star, yeah, it could be good for Amon, but there's no substats. If it was an HP plus a 6-star vanilla HP Blade rune, it would be okay for Amon, but there's no substats, right? And we have this flat. Even if it was a 6-star rune, I wouldn't get this. Even if it had more substats, even if it was a legendary, I would not get it. We have a Forest Keeper. OP Forest Keeper. Buy this every day. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Endure rune. Let's see. Endure rune with resistance. Not enough substats on here. Not enough substats. If it had like HP and defense, and if it was a 6-star with the resistance, Endure resistance is already like, if you have a monster that you're runing with Endure, you want resistance on that as well. So there you go. It's already a monster that you want high resistance on, like Jasoon maybe. So yeah, so you got that. If it had some more substats, I would say definitely go for it. If it had speed, HP, defense, stuff like that. Okay, what do we have here? We have energy, attack plus 4. Vanilla rune plus energy and attack really don't make any sense together. Usually they don't make any sense together. What else do we have? Alright, we have Blade rune with defense. Blade rune with defense, the two don't make any sense. So even if it was like a 5 or 6-star, not enough substats. And Blade rune with resistance and defense is really not, generally not a thing that you're going to want to do together. So yeah. Let's see, HP plus 4. If this was, let's say if this was a 6-star, again, not enough substats, but if it was a 6-star, this might be good on Ramagos. But not enough substats. This is a vanilla rune on slot 1. This is basically useless. This is the most useless rune ever. Then we have this. This is another completely garbage useless rune. Yes, it's a 6-star, but complete garbage useless rune. Just because it's a 6-star doesn't make it good. We have this. Okay, here's an interesting one. If this was a 6-star rune, it would have high attack, high resistance, high HP. Those are always good stats to have. You don't always need accuracy with monsters. Like, for example, Chloe. I like to bring up that Chloe has no need for accuracy. So, you don't always need accuracy on these, but attack, resistance, HP, and an Endure rune. Resistance, I mean, not an Endure rune, an Energy rune. If this was a 5 or 6-star, this would actually be a pretty good rune. Because it would have higher HP, it would have higher resistance, and attack is never bad. Sometimes attack can help, sometimes the monster has that little bit of HP left, and you're like, man, I hope I get that little bit of attack power. Even though I just said, don't plus 15, I mean, like, if you're going to use the monsters all the time, and you're like, late game, then plus 15 runes, like 1-slot runes, but really, for the most part, it's a waste. For the most part, it's a waste unless, like, that is your monster you use all the fucking time. But, like, this substat, like, if it was a, like I said, if it was a 5-star rune, it would be good. Because it's got HP, resistance, and of course you want HP on energy runes. Very nice. Also, you generally want resistance. They go hand in hand most of the time. And we have this. Flat. Has one substat. It's a flat rune, so fuck that. Okay, oh, that's an interesting one. Here we go. Crit rate plus 7. This makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense for Amon. It makes a lot of sense for Vertiheal. So, yeah, there's not amazing substats. You want more speed, you want more HP. If you're really hurting for runes, this is only 180,000 mana. So, that might not be a bad pickup. but I would really like to see more substats on there. So, plus another thing is when you have crit rate on slot 4 and you have a blade rune, generally you are not going to even need crit rate on the other substats. Like, you'll need maybe a tiny bit of crit rate on the was it 54% when you max out a crit rate rune. I believe it's 54%. So 54% plus 15 plus 15, so it's 84%. So all you really need is another 16% on the other runes. So you're like, you can kind of get away with getting a 5-star crit rate rune with better substats, like speed and HP if you're going to use it for Amen, or speed and attack percentage if you're going to use it for Vertiheal. Stuff like that. Oh, where'd we go? Okay. So we'll go, we'll refresh again. We'll see what else we get. HP. Oh, okay, here we go. We have an energy with HP and speed. We got this attack. It's meaningless, but it also means that if we have the attack plus 4 here, we can't get it later down here, which is nice, which means we're not gonna upgrade it to plus 3 and then it's like gonna be attack plus 4 stat substat. So that's nice. So a better chance to have the speed up there, but like if this was a 6-star rune, maybe okay. I would want more substats on it though. But this would be like early game. This would be not a horrible pickup. Early game. Swift with HP. You can get, I mean, that's nothing. It's got no substats. It's crap. This has no substats. Again, crap. Even if it was a 6-star rune with like 6 speed, it would be nothing. Wouldn't be worth your time. You'd want to have HP percentage plus on this. Like I said, this I'm like thinking about, I'm like, this is like really early game is the only use for that. This has no substats. This is crap. Even though it's a 5-star rune, again, 5-star rune seems good. Oh, 5-star rune, yay! But it's not. That's not. This has no substats. It's crap. This has no substats. It's crap. This has no substats. It's crap. Come to us. Thanks for giving me all these crappy runes to show everyone. All right. So defense accuracy. If this was a 5-star rune, it's still only 1 substat. It's a waste of a 3-slot. It's a waste of a 3-slot. You should have legendaries. You should have anything purple and orange, natural purple and orange in there. Let's see what this is. This is crap. This is flat. This is defense. This is crap. Crap. Man, a lot of crap. So guys, I'm just showing you all the crap that we'll get from This is, even if it was a 6-star, that would be nothing. Yeah, we'll refresh one more time. One more time. Nothing. Crap. If it was a 6-star, again, crap. If these were 6-star runes, they would be horrible. Focus crit damage, no substats, not good. Despair, attack, flat, crap. Okay, here's one that actually, if it was a 6-star rune, it would have what, like HP plus 7%, speed plus 5, something like that. This would not be bad. This would not be bad for, let's say, maybe Chasun, or like a violent tank, like a tank that you want to have violent on. Maybe Ariel might be good for if this was like 5 or 6-star. So this might be actually something not horrible. If it was 6-star. And then this is fatal resistance. This is awful. Resistance with on an attacker is like anyone that's supposed to be fatal should not have resistance on slot 6. So I think that's the really long way to say to talk about runes, to talk about what runes you should be plus 15ing and stuff like that. Man, can I show you guys some other good runes? This guy actually has some bad runes on him, so I'm going to show you Orion. He's got some bad runes. I don't even know what they are, but I know they're bad. Okay. Speed. Okay, there's some substats on here. The substats are good, but the speed, this is going to be... There's no reason to have this more than plus 9. So I was just using this to play around with him. What do we have here? Defense and resistance. This is not good for him. That's why it's only plus 6. I'm going to put something else on there. Attack, blade, crit rate, HP, speed, crit damage. This is actually a good rune. This is a good rune. Maybe it's even worth plus 15. Because we do have crit rate on here. We do have HP, speed, and crit damage. So yeah, they're not going to go up, but these are good substats for a blade rune. What do we have here? We have accuracy. Accuracy is actually good for Orion, so that's good for him. We have attack, a little bit of attack, a little bit of resistance, a little bit of HP. All good things. Accuracy, Orion is very good. He needs accuracy for his second and third skills. This is actually a good rune for him, so we can maybe buff this up. I think I want to do Despair on Orion now. So I think I want to switch Draco and Orion around. But then again, Draco doesn't need accuracy. He needs accuracy for his second skill, not his third skill. And then we have attack, resistance, accuracy, crit damage, HP. This is an old rune that I had. I think these two blade runes are old from like when I first played the game, when I first started, like the first couple of months that I was playing. So yeah. So this is not horrible. It does have a couple substats. We do have, if he's an attacker with blade, then having crit damage on him is good. Having accuracy is good, but I would want more accuracy. HP is good for everyone all the time. Resistance is good for, as a substat, it's good for everyone. You know, not everyone needs it on slot 6. I don't think anyone needs it on slot 6, because any monsters that really need resistance are going to have resistance when you awaken them. Or for the most part, you can get resistance in substats. So, and who knows the ComTOS code with the resistance and accuracy and stuff. I mean, like, we know it, and there's been documentation on it, but behind the scenes, God only knows what happens. I've seen some crazy shit that I'm like, that does not make any sense. Oh, and this one, actually, we can power this up. Okay, there we go. We'll end the video with powering this up. There we go, because it's got 3 substats already that make sense for Orion. We got the crit rate, we got the attack, because he can attack multiple times. He can defense break and then attack again with the violent runes, and then attack again on top of that, because his first skill could have the chance to attack multiple times. So there we go. Oh, very nice. Nice attack on here. Crit rate and accuracy is good for Orion. This is I have him 6-star. I don't even use him. I don't even know what the hell the runes are on him. Fantastic. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just a video talking about not even the runes that we were seeing in the rune shop, but more like the runes, if they were 6-starred, then this would be good for them or bad for them. And maybe this helped some of the newer players, you noobs, maybe it helped some of the newer players understand what runes are usually good and what runes are usually bad. I hope it helped, otherwise I was just talking for 20 damn minutes for nothing. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. And if you didn't enjoy this video, you're probably a late game player anyway, so you really didn't need to watch all these 20 minutes. You silly motherfucker. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I will see you in the next video.